Good evening, everybody. Welcome along to IndyILR Racing. Welcome to the final cheers of the night. This is ILR2 on the PS4 side. And I can't remember what round we're on. Oh, yes, we're on round number 8 in Paul Ricard for the French Grand Prix. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Jess. I'm filling in for Soup tonight. I don't know where he is. And it was literally, I only found out 5 minutes ago. So, apologies if the stream has started late. That is why. Because literally, I was just about to have my dinner and I was like, boom, can you stream? I was like, yeah, okay. So, yeah, I've been asked to do a lot this week, but it's for the good of ILR, really, so I'm excited. So, a 420 car grid, which is great, and we should be up for some good racing. So, I'm actually going to need to get the chat up as well, that would help. So I could see what is going on. There we go. So, French Grand Prix, it only appeared in Season 4 of ILR. So, it's great to have it back for Season 6. It's pretty much better than the real-life Grand Prix, to be honest. Mainly because of a lot of people are a bit more ambitious with moves and it just makes for very good racing. So, let's go on board. I'm just going on board with someone now, which is Tom in the Renault as he goes past turn 6 now as he approaches the first DRS straight of the course. When you're approaching this, you best get up the curbs as soon as you can here, and like warming up his tyres a little bit there, going to turn 8 and then approaching turn 9. The bulk of the overtaking will be done here. Make sure you're conservative with the runoff a little bit as well as you approach turn 10 coming up as well. Overtaking is definitely an opportunity here. Best to go for the inside, then go through turn 11. Don't go over the right line because that's where your tyres can really go. And then one of the most trickiest corners on the circuit, which is turn 12, which is the corner where I end up getting it wrong myself, which I did in ILR 8 on Thursday night. I completely got it wrong. So, Womed goes across the final corner now. Let's see what lap time is. A 1:32.0 on the hards. Zach's on pole at the moment with a 1:29.6. As we don't have anyone on the mediums at the moment, but ones on the hards will be just getting their banker laps in and just making sure that they get the best possible timing. So, and whilst I was sorting the stream out, really frantically, I was getting the standings up, and Calzo's just got pole with 1:29.5. I don't know what to expect lap times as well. Probably 1:29s, maybe someone could go into the 1:28. I didn't see ILR 1 because literally I didn't have enough time to see ILR 1. So, yeah. So, let me just go through the standings. So, which has been updated. Speedster is leading the championship, but he got moved to ILR 1. So, currently leading the championship without Speedster is Zach. Then we have Calzo, then Scuba, then Matt Tibos, then Alfie, then Super Guy, NL, then CC Brain, Nick, and then Womet rounds up your top 10 in the drivers' standings. And then with the Constructors' Championship, here we go, we have, let me just have a look, as we've got a few people going into the pits at the moment, as the Constructors' standings going very quickly at the moment. I usually have it up on a screenshot, but I literally didn't have time. So, Mercedes are leading the Constructors in first place, followed by Alfa Romeo in second place, Haas in third place, Toro Rosso in fourth place, Williams in fifth place, Racing Point sixth place. I nearly called them Force India. Luckily, I didn't call them Force India. Red Bull seventh, Renault eighth, McLaren ninth, and Ferrari is in last in the Constructors. But they've all got points, I believe. And Matt Tibos has retired. He might have had a qualifying ban, I don't know. But again, I haven't had a chance to look at the penalties. Alfie comes across the line now. has a 1:34, which again is a banker lap. Now, apologies if I get this name wrong. Is it? I think it's Mikaluti. Oh, Miku. I'm just going to call him Miku because I can't pronounce his name to save my life. His lap is invalidated and he's going to set one final one, I believe, before he has a chance to go into the pit lane. And I like the strategy around here as well. You can pretty much go anywhere. And at the beginning of the week, I thought, nah, soft to hard will be impossible. But it turns out that when I was commentating on both ILR5 this week and ILR3 Xbox, I was proved wrong. You can do soft to hard here, but it's hard. Especially towards the end part of the race. So, that's why I think medium to hard is a lot of people will go for. I'm actually going to check with someone I know about the weather report, actually. Because I'm not in any of the chats because I'm just a fill-in tonight. So, I don't know if it's going to be rain. But since I think quite a lot more people will go on the soft than I thought due to the fact that they can go soft to hard. So, it kind of reminds me of an Australia strategy, as it were. So, and hopefully we'll see some good finishes as well, and hopefully we'll see some changes throughout the field pretty much as well. Let us know your in the comments as well who you think is going to get pole today. As Calzo still leading the field at the moment with 9 minutes 24 seconds left. We've got about 5 or 6 people that are going validated laps at the moment that are meant to set one, so they really need to get a move on. Drop G, I think, is another person who is benefited. He was in ILR3, I believe, but he got moved up to ILR2. So, because I swear, that name rings a bell. That name rings a bell. I'm like, oh, hang on, did I commentate him on ILR3 in the first 2 races? And I did. So, yeah, he's in ILR2 now. So good to have me commentate on him. It's great to see, and good to see him having a step up. I think that's him anyway. If I'm wrong, that I'm probably shot myself in the foot. But there we go. So Drop G comes across the line now, and I think I've said his name wrong anyway. 29.9 for him on the soft tyres. And if I look at the gap, excuse me, between the leader, the gap is 1/10 between Zach and Calzo. So that's the gap at the moment. Just look, 1/10 is pretty close gap, to be honest. We haven't seen what the likes of Corey, Dartbolt can do. He's not out yet. Super Guy NL, he's on his out lap. We need to get a lap in soonish. Gamer Paco and Praga are the ones not to set a lap time yet. We haven't seen what Alfie could do yet either. As 7 minutes of the session, due to the fact that it is a 18-minute qualifying session, they can really start to benefit from having more stints. They could go more stints on the hard tyres. That's what I did last week, where you can go more stints on the hards. So that is cool. And so I think he's going to dive it into the pits. Who is anyone in the top lot on a lap? I think Calzo could be in a potential for improvement as well. Yes, he is, as he's saving quite a bit of ERS actually. He's lifting in some of the corners, which is really helping him. But knowing him, he's probably running out of fuel and probably going into the pits. So yeah, but I didn't catch him on the first lap. And usually, I think the clue if they're on a lap or not is if they're running out of DRS. But looks like Calzo is on a lap, so let's just follow him now. He comes across the line. 1:29.3 for Calzo. So that is 2 tenths better than his previous best. That's still 1 tenth behind Zach though. So I think because him and Calzo Zach and Calzo are rivals in the championship, so it's great to see them two up there. Really fighting it out. We've got a yellow flag in sector 3. Oh, I wonder who could that be? Who is the yellow flag in sector 3? It's probably someone moving out of the way. Yes, it is someone out of the way. Bass has had a good qualifying session as well. He's 4 attempts down on the leader, and he's just diving himself into the pit lane. Nick's slowing down as well. So we're having a bit of a limbo moment at this stage, as we're waiting for the last people to get their laps in. And I think we'll probably see closer as we get to the end, I think. Don't expect the times to be like this towards the end. We know ILR2, we know how close it is, and Dartbolt has cut the corner there, and I think he's trying to make his way back into the pits quickly, I think. And is Corey on a lap now? No, he's not. He's cutting the corner too. And Zenki is on a lap at the moment too. He's on the hards. I think he's committed. I think he might want to try the alternate strategy. There will be, I think, a few people going for the alternate strategy, I think. So we'll need to watch out for them just to see who will do hard to mediums. And it does work in the rain, hard to mediums, actually, as I found out. As I didn't see how much he improved on his previous best there. So Zenki comes across the final corner now. As is he going to improve on his hard time? 1:30.8. That pushes him to P10. That is a decent lap time on the hards for Zenki. And I don't think he might get back in time. I don't know. Super Gaia now is going into the pit lane. Miku. I think Yappy's on a lap as well. I think he's just improved slightly on his lap time as well, as he just goes past turn 8 and 9, kissing that left-hand curb a little bit to get the best possible exit. And he's going to have advantage of having clean air as well. And AJ has retired. Didn't say what happened there, but I think it was either sector 1 or sector 2, because we have yellow flags there. And that's not going to help people that are on laps at the moment. Especially if they're either in sector 1 or sector 2. Because they may be forced to slow down. Which doesn't really help people at the matters. But is Miku going to improve on his lap time? 1:31.0 on the medium compound tyres. So still 1.5 seconds off. But again, still pretty close. Literally anyone can get pole. There's people going on their outlaps now. That's Corey, Drop G, Samster, Afri. I can't even pronounce his name, but yeah. Dartbolt, Gamer Paco. They're on their outlaps. So just watch out for these guys. I think I'm gonna call it right now. I think the person that's gonna set pole will be the last person to cross the line. And I'm probably gonna jinx myself by saying that. Just saying. And we have Beastmo in the chat. Nice to see you, mate. Welcome to the stream. And usually I like to get involved with the chat as much as possible as well. So if you'd like to get involved, let me know. I've got yellow flag in sector 1. Again, there's probably people moving out the way. Oh, there's a lot of traffic there. Hopefully that doesn't remind me of Monza. Please don't. And there's some people on their outlap, some people on their flyers. And Super Gaia now is still on the racing line. So that's not going to help the guy in front. behind. But I think that possibly might be that they're giving a tow. I think it is giving a tow, actually. I thought the tow doesn't have much effect on this track, but obviously it does, I think. I think it does. There's Dartbolt. Ooh, Dartbolt's retired as well. And he hasn't set a lap time either, so that means he'll be, unless Gamer Paku starts a lap, he will be committing to start from the back of the grid. So, final, last remaining seconds of the session then is about to commence. As we've got Drop G in 4th place at the moment. He is on a flyer. I'm seeing if anyone's further on. Calzo, I think it's going to be the last person. Will Zach make it in time? It's going to be close. Oh no, he's going to the pits. So he must have had a lap invalidated. Now he's slowing down. That's all right. I thought because I swear like he did a dummy or something. He must have done a dummy. So yeah, he is going out. Everyone's going out now. So let's go on board with someone who's third on the lap actually. Corey is about to start a flyer. Well, there's a yellow flag is set to free. That's probably for, yeah, that's for Super Gaia now, I think. And the whole Samster on pole, 129.2. I don't think we'll see 128. I haven't seen 128. For those of you that were watching ILR1 earlier, was there 128 earlier? I didn't really see, to be honest. But Gamer Paku, sorry, is in 9th place at the moment. Corey just going through Centre 2 now. So is Scuba. So Scuba going to get a bit of tow from Corey as Nick running off the curb a little bit there, which might help him a little bit there. So he's just gone past, I can't remember what turn it was now. This is turn 12, surely. Yellow flag set to free. Hopefully that's not someone on the flyer because that'll probably cost on pole. Calzo cannot improve. Zach is on turn 12, but I will keep an eye on Zach in a minute actually. But let's go on board with so Nick goes across the line in 4th place. He cannot improve. What about Zach? What can he do? He comes across the line now. It is a 1:29.1. That puts him on pole position. Decent lap from him. Scuba, he cannot find the time either. What about Ollie? I don't think Ollie could improve either. So, Zach is on pole position. Technically, your championship leader as Speedster moved to ILR1 this week. And look at the gap between 1st and 3rd. Wow. 87,000 of a second separating 1st and 3rd. That's crazy. So we have Zach on pole, Samster 2nd, Calzo 3rd, Baz 4th, Scuba 5th, Nick 6th, Drop G 7th, or Drop G, or how we say his name, Corey 8th, Wome 9th, Gamer Paco 10th, Super Guy now 11th, Alfie 12th, Alfie 13th, AJ 14th, Praga 15th, Zenki 17th, Ollie 16th, Ollie 17th, Miku 18th, and there was 2 people that did not set a lap time. Yeah, I thought there wasn't any 128. Pole was 129.2 for ILR1. So, wait. I'm going to go back to the stream. Was the ILR2 time faster? Hold on. Let me just quickly go back. Quickly. Yeah. Oh, I've gone to the wrong place. I've gone to the wrong place on the stream. Yes! Zach was faster than the ILR1 guys. This is not the first time it's happened this season where the ILR2 pole time is faster than the ILR1 pole time. That's pretty impressive from Zach. So, good to see. Great to see, actually. Good job I actually looked back at the stream, to be honest. So, thanks to Colours the God for pointing that out. So, the drivers are about to get ready for 27 laps worth of action. I can't wait. The 2 races I've commentated for ILR this week have been brilliant. So, I'm sure this one is going to be superb as well. I'm pumped. Absolutely pumped. thanks in advance. I know Jack might be listening to this. Thanks to Jack for letting me fill in. Much appreciated. So, yeah. As I think we've got quite a few people just warming up their tyres now. And I'm going to check, actually, what the tyres are. As the tyres are softs to the top 8, as they set their best lap time on the softs. So if you are new to league racing in general, they'll have to qualify on the tyres that they've set their fastest lap on. So the top 8 will be on the softs. Interestingly, that Womet and Gamer Paco have gone for the mediums for their fastest lap. So watch out for them in the first couple of laps, and also in the changeover period when people on the soft compounder tyres will opt to go for the hards. So watch out for those. And everyone down from 9th, no, actually from the bottom half, everyone down from 11th to 14th, and then 16th, 17th, 18th, and 20th opted for the medium compounder tyres. And Praga and Matt Tibos, they want to go long into this race, so they have opted for the hards, which could work out well. So, are you guys ready? I hope you guys are ready as well. I've only found out last minute I was doing this. I hope it's for the right reasons anyway, but we are ready for 27 laps full of action as the last few drivers are coming up on to the grid slot. And are they? I was a bit worried that we were having a lobby glitch there, but luckily we were not. So the 5 red lights are about to come up on your screens right now. The engines are revving, and it is lights out, and away we go. And looks like Samster has actually got a good start. Zach has got a good start as well. Toro also in the middle of these two, trying to get a edge of it as well. Zach getting the better exit into turn 1. Bass having a good start as well. But then drops it a little bit there as we've got a few people going wide from the start. And I think Calzo's dropped it actually down into 17th. So he's had a bit of an issue as he's lost a bit of his front wing. And not sure what has caused that debacle. But so many issues in turn 2 and 3, I'm presuming. But apart from that, Zach getting away cleanly. Scuba having a good start as well. Scuba up into P2 of this race, so well done to him. So any Calzo fan not doing very well. He's got to try and make some good. We got yellow flag in sector 2 as well, and I'm just seeing who it was, but I couldn't quite see who it was. I think Zenki has dropped it. He has had an issue as well. Alfie is right behind Corey as Alfie's going to try and go around the outside, but Corey defends to the inside. Corey gets a better run and he stays in P6. So, and also Super Guy now is under pressure from the Alpha of Afri, Frischk, or however you say his name. Apologies if I get these names wrong, by the way. But I've never commentated on ILR. I don't think I've commentated on ILR2 before, actually. No, I haven't. So I pretty much, I think, out of all my commentary career in ILR, I filled in for all the 3 top tiers, which is interesting. And I think, oh, Nick's had an issue as well. What's happened with Nick? So I think once we were involved in the incident, I think Zenki just had a spin. He got away easily. So we had Calzo, Nick, and Ollie. They're going to the pits then for front wing changes. Not the best start to the races for them, sadly, which is a bit of a shame, really. It could have gone better for them, but this time it's got much, much worse. Let's see if we have any battles on the field. Now, the ILR2 guys this week do have a bit of a glory, which I will show in a minute. But here comes Super Gaia now having a great run on Alfie approaching turn 8. He has the slipstream. He's going to get the outside, and he takes it. Look at that. Super Gaia now is up into 7th on track on those medium compound tyres. Really benefited from the other guys having some troubles on the circuit. Alfie's going to have another look, though, on the outside. Can he get the switchback? Yes, he does. Alfie retains P7. But Afri is going to have a look as well, potentially. He's going to be like, hang on, I could come into this as well. So he's going to try and have a look. Oh, they almost touch again. And I think this is a track where we would see quite a lot of penalties being dished out tonight. So we will keep an eye on those as much as possible, as Scuba has set the fastest lap of the race so far with a 1:34. Don't forget, the people in the top 10 will get a point if they set the fastest lap. As Zach is it is probably going to be having a difficult time with Scuba. Scuba is really going to start to push for the lead then, but DRS is so OP. Zach really needs to start pushing and try and break out of the DRS stream if he really wants to stay for the lead, because I've seen in other races where people battle for the lead in France and the person in P2 has a huge advantage. And Scuba almost had a look there, but he was ever so close here. He might try and have another look in turn 10, but we'll see. Coming up as well. Meanwhile, Zenki's got a time penalty. Meanwhile, Womair and Afri are having a look past turn 8. We could see a turn 10 move coming up as well. We got a yellow flag, and Praga has retired from the session then. Unfortunately, we can't see how they retire because I wasn't on board with him. But that makes it our first retirement of the session. That's a shame. Hopefully, he can bounce back next week. As we've got the Red Bull of Gamer Paco on Afri's tail as well. Battle for the points. Because if you get a point here, that would be pretty decent stuff. So they really want to make sure that they're in their element here. As look at that DRS train. Just look at it. It's crazy. Now, I told the ILR2 guys get a bit of glory. They do. In my ILR streams, I like to introduce something called the Supercharge Award, and it's the person that's gained the most positions by the end of lap 3 or 2 or 3. And this glory this week, well, for 1 week only for ILR2 PS4 guys, is Dartbolt. So Dartbolt has gained 8 positions, and he's possibly going to gain another one soon as he tries to get to, or one might lose one, but that's not going to affect it. Zenki goes past him. What a good move there into turn 5. That looked decent. I haven't seen a move. I haven't seen much moves into turn 5 soon. It's just crazy at the moment. As I think Corey gonna have another super guy, possibly. Everywhere I see, there's loads of moves going everywhere. Oh no, is Afri has dropped it, I think, as well, and I think there's a Dartbolt I think got involved as well. So they've dropped it a little bit there. So has any of them got front wing damage? I think Dartbolt's got lost a little bit on his left side. Yep, and he's hit the wall. Yep, I think he's not having the best of times in France at all, which is a shame really, but it is a race at the end of the day. Meanwhile, Samster is well on the back of, the battle for the lead, and his teammate Corey is going to the pits then. So he's going to be the first of the lot to go for the hard tyres to cover off Samster. That is where you would expect. And yeah, Dartbolt, yep. Dartbolt has definitely had enough there. I think he's retired from the pits, I think. So yeah, Dartbolt is out of the session. And he's not going to get any points today, which is a shame. And because he was looking on for a good finish. As is anyone closer in? There's lots of midfield battles going on, to be honest, which is good to see. Fastest laps are changing, so we could see change. But the Toro Rosso was Drop G was having a look on Scuba there, but deciding not to at the moment. We've got pretty much a 5-way car battle for the lead at this moment in time. So we've got Zach, Scuba, Drop G, Baz, and Samster, all really close to each other. This is crazy. Drop G almost had a look. He had a sneak peek. He's trying when it's absolutely almighty to try and do it, but I think he's going to back off in turn 12 because I've never seen moves being pulled off in turn 12, I must say. So, haven't seen moves pulled up. And we've seen Samson, yep, he's going to the pits as well. As he goes in, as Zach is fighting off pressure from Scuba. Can Scuba get the lunge into turn 1? He's going to get DRS. No, I think a little bit too further back this time. He's opted out of ERS. He's got enough ERS to play with, so maybe he'll save it in a few laps to come as well, just before they go into the pits, because if they go ahead of them in the pits, that's crucial, but it depends if they want to try the undercut. The undercut is powerful around here. We have seen people be so close in French Grand Prix races in ILR in the past, so I won't be, to be honest, I won't be surprised if we see close races here. It will be ever so tight to make sure that they get right. And Drop G is looking very racy at the moment. Look at him. He is looking very impressive in the Toro Rosso, as he's going to see if he can go past. Nope, not at the moment. But he's 110 behind Scuba, so I'm going to... I was going to look at what their last lap times are, but I'm scared to look back at this battle because this is crazy. It's starting to pull back for the rest of the field, but I think Baz and the Williams is trying to go as well. As look at this, Alfie and Paco. Alfie just got past Gamer Paco then, so Alfie is up into 7th. So Alfie's gained a bit of ground as well, and Bass, Bass has fell into the first victim of the 5-second stop-go penalty crew. As all looks Scuba. Scuba almost had a look around the inside of Zach there. All three insanely close there. Drop G can play into effect quite a lot. This is going to be exciting for the Toro Rosso driver. He can choose to wait patiently until any of those guys make a mistake, or he could do what he's doing now and start to push. And I think that's what he's doing now. He's starting to push, because if he doesn't, and if he falls back a little bit, then the guys behind, such as Super Gaia now, could really start to come into fruition here. So I think that's what they're going to try and do. As let's see what these guys could do. He's got in third mode DRS, so he's not going to try for the overtake on this lap around this corner. And I think neither is Scuba. Oh, Scuba, defending for his life on Drop G there. Drop G almost had another look there. That was absolutely sensational. That looked good. I'll keep an eye on some other battles going on midfield as well, but the battle for the lead is looking very tasty not to watch, so I will be following that. And look at this, all three people. Oh, Zach, 5-second penalty. And one thing I forgot to mention in the stream is the fact that the pit lane for the France has changed ever so slightly to replicate what it is in real life. So quite a few people I've seen in the ILR racing this week got a little bit confused, and I think to go into the pits, it's very short before the pit entry line. So I think Zach has full victim of that as well. So he really needs to pull away from these guys if he ever wants to stand a chance. As Baz has made the undercut, actually. Wait a minute, when did Baz pit? He pitted a lap earlier. So yes, Baz has made the undercut. Zach is on the mediums, Scooby's on the mediums, and Drop G's on the mediums. I wasn't expecting them to be on the mediums. I thought they would go onto the hard tyres. I wonder if they're going onto the 2-stop, maybe. As Zach just goes past Bass on the medium tyres, fresher medium tyres. Is Scuba going to do the same as Coy just picks up a 3-second time penalty? Here comes Scuba. Scuba on the outside. Can Bass defend from the inside? No, not quite. Baz tries to hold on ever so slightly. Oh, there's a little bit of a touch there. And I think the Williams has been forced wide a little tiny bit, but I don't know. It is hard to tell sometimes. As it looked like the Mercedes doing a little bit of a dummy there. So we're on lap 9 of 27, and Bath is your net leader. Actually, no, Zach is your net leader. Actually, wait, Samster's jumped all of them. Samster's jumped Zach and Scuba in the pit lane. So technically, Samster's your net leader. Will mediums make it to the end? Has anyone tried soft to mediums before? If so, have they worked? Because I haven't seen a soft to medium strategy work, but knowing me, it might have been in the other ILR races this week, and I didn't notice it. But yeah, that is intriguing. I thought it would be a soft to hard strategy for the soft runners, but no. Maybe that's why Zach and Scuba and Drop G and that lot were going a bit longer on those soft tyres to see if they can get those mediums to the end. Mediums can go 16 laps, and we're on lap 9 now. So quick math. 27 minus 9. 18. Oh, it's going to be close. But they could go for soft to the end, but I'm not sure. And we have got a retirement, and that is Ollie. So Ollie, another retirement from this race, set to 2. I'm just seeing if I could go on board with anyone that's in set to 2, but I think they're a bit further away from set to 2 for me to check on the lap time. So very unfortunate. But that means I think the rest of them are carrying on anyway. As Scuba has set the fastest lap of the race so far. Has Zach disconnected? Yep, he has disconnected. So Zach's race has gone from good to bad to worse here. That is very horrible from Zach. That means Scuba is going to really start to pull away. Zach, your championship leader, is going to lose valuable points unless he reconnects now. He's going to have Bass catching up sooner or later as well. Luckily, I think Bass goes past him. Hopefully someone who is still in the session that's either retired or in the pits can send an invite to the session. Because otherwise, that is going to prove very costly for Zach. I hate it in situations like this when you're in the lead and then all of a sudden, boom, you disconnect. That is just heartbreaking. Heartbreaking for the drivers. I don't know how they manage it, as I think Baz and Drop G are going to try and go for a move around turn 12. Who said they can't overtake in front? But these guys can. Drop G is managing to hold on to Baz. Look at this. Very intense stuff, but Baz is managing to hold on to the pace still. Is he going to try on this lap then with the DRS? He is going to have a go. He's bumping the ERS a little bit. Not a lot though, as Drop G having some great straight line speed here. As Baz having another look there maybe. Don't forget, if I remember, I think Baz did have that penalty. So we'll watch out for Baz tonight just to see if he can pull a gap to the rest of the field to see, because he's 4.3 seconds ahead of Corey. So, and Zach has joined. That's good news. But I think the deficit from Zach has really hit home now. He's dropped all the way down into 14th now, so he's outside the points. But that means he'll probably go onto the softs a little bit early as well. We've got yellow flag in sectors 3. But look at Nick and Gay. Oh, we've got Nick, Alfie, and Calzo having a cheeky battle for 15th. I know it's for 15th place, but this is crazy. Oh my God, this is going to be 3 wide. Zach, Nick, and Alfie Is it going to be another 2 wide into turn 12? Surely not. Surely not. Oh my God, this is going to be mental. We got Calzo as well. This is why these guys are in ILR2, because of the wheel-to-wheel racing that they produce. It's just crazy. As Alfie then has got more ERS then. Is he going to get past Nick? We'll see. Corey is getting past Gamer Packer in the pit lane. But I think Alfie stays behind Nick at the moment. And so does Calzo. But I think Alfie could find a good opportunity in the next couple of laps, just to see what happens soon as well. As using that little bit of curb, he can extend some bits of the curb and get away with it and not gain that much time. As we've got Super Guy, Womet, Zenki, Miku, all the top 6 haven't pitted yet. Also interesting to see how they drop by. And Samster's 3.1 seconds ahead of Scuba, so Samster already having a very good race. His strategy is really coming to fruition. I did say the undercut was powerful here in France. It is, definitely. Samster is looking to score some points. Icky, or how he says his name, hello, welcome to the stream. And it said soft to medium is possible. Okay, I didn't know that. And as he also said, well, the top 6 will be trying soft to mediums to softs. Well, Super Guy now is not going to try. He's on the hard. So that's the answer to your question. And Alfie Frisk is doing the same. But I think Womet and Miku probably might try for the soft strategy. I don't know. Seeing how these guys are going to try the soft to mediums, they might think, oh, could I try mediums to softs? Because I tried this on Italy in the F1 2018 game, and it worked wonders for me. Absolute wonders. Samster's right behind Matt Tibos as well. Surely Samster is going to get him soon, as he backs out, I think, to avoid trouble. A great race in terms of strategy, very unpredictable, and that's what I like about France. Because before the race, even before the ILR5 race I commentated on Thursday night, I think, yeah, most people are doing medium to hard, and they're like, it's flowed right out the window, and they do like soft to hard, and then ILR2 flows out the window, does soft to medium. I'm like, what? But different tiers do different strategies, and it's also based on their driving style and how they can cope with it. And that's what it is as well, because some people can go longer onto those soft tyres or long onto those mediums and really start to push. But here comes Samster then on Matt Tibos. So Samster clears away from Matt Tibos then, up into 3rd. Meanwhile, Afri and Calzo having a battle for the final 2 spots there. Oh, that's interesting. Tyre wear on mediums and hards is surprisingly low. Okay. So I'm guessing it doesn't have much effect on tyre wear. I might try that. I don't have a race in France anymore, but I might try that just for fun and do like a soft to medium strategy and see how I can cope. If I can cope. Probably not, but I don't know. We'll see anyway. Very brave for people to try soft to medium strategy. But Calzo is ready to come into his own. But let's jump on board with Super Guy now on Bass. I think Super Guy NL just got past his teammate. And he's up into 7th. And Zeki's got a time penalty. Zach has just got past it. Yeah, Zach's got past Gamer Paco as well. Paco. Why did I say Paco? I don't know. Kind of reminds me of the way Evil Dragon says it, but that's probably why. But that 15 and 27 ends, so we're halfway into this race. Zach and Corey on the fight. It's going to be 3 wide again in turn 12. Corey making the move on Zach there. Nicely done from him. But Zach's going to have another go. Oh, wait. Is Corey ghosted as well? I don't know. Corey's pitting. I wasn't expecting Corey to pit now. Did he have damage or something that I missed or something? We'll see. Nope, he hasn't had damage. So he's doing... So he started on the softs, then he went on to the hards, and then the mediums. Very interesting strategy. He may think the two-stop, and he probably thinks, you know what, I'm not going to gain much positions. I may as well do the adventurous strategy. And speaking of Corey, I have met him last week in Northampton, and he is more adventurous when it goes to those types of stuff. So, to be honest, when it comes to Corey, I'm not that surprised. With how he wants to go on to the mediums until the end of the race. So, good on you, Corey, for trying adventurous strategies like that. And I've just been informed by Iku as well. Icky, or however you say his name, he's like the strategy guy, surely. I would like you to be on my streams more often, but I think you race when I commentate or race myself. So, yeah, mediums can last 18 laps, hards could do the entire race. Yeah, I know hards could do the entire race now, but as long as they don't hit the wall. Because if they hit the wall, then they could be in punter territory, but we'll see. So Samster's still in the lead, with Scuba in second. Scuba is really catching up onto Samster now. He's really going to benefit from the fresher rubber compared to the others, so I wonder if that's going to help him a lot more. We've got 10 more laps to go. Who is going to have a little bit more of an advantage? Is it going to be Scuba or Samster? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And I think Drop G has dropped from Scuba, but he's still going to be in a good podium position if he keeps that up, and that will be a good start to his ILR2 career in season 6. So that will be good for him. As we still see a bit of dirty air, the two Williams guys still fighting for position as well. So that's good to see as well. I'm starting to get a bit of a stuffy nose at the moment. I've got a really bad cold. It is getting better at the moment, but my voice is really taking its toll at the moment, but hey-ho. As I think Alfie and Calzo hang a battle as well. What could have been for Calzo? I mean, he was in P2 and then he had a bit of trouble from the start. It'll be interesting seeing what he suffered from his point of view. Unfortunately, I didn't catch it from the streamed point of view, which is sad. I usually miss the starts completely. I'm like, oh, what's happened to the start? As Nick is going into the pit lane, so he's definitely going to almost go onto the softs, and Iki is Womet and Miku's going to go on the softs as well, so those can help. So they're going to go on the fastest lap territory. Nope, Nick's not going on the set of softs, so he's going on the meat. Actually, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Here comes Samster on Miku then. Miku's defending for his life, even though he's on older rubber. But yeah, Samster easily goes past Miku then. And Samster's in P2, which is, I think, it's very important for Samster to go ahead of this traffic, because otherwise that's really going to disadvantage him. Yeah, I thought so. I thought that's why you're not in my stream, because you raced an ILR4. That's why, Miku. So yeah. As Samster's now 9 seconds behind Womet. Obviously, Womet's still to pit as well. And is there a sign that Miku still yet to pit as well? Maybe. We'll see. As I think Drop G is 4 seconds behind Miku now as well. He can start to catch up in the next couple of laps too. Let us know who your thoughts are as well for driver of the day. Let us know your opinions. I'm going to put driver of the day for ILR2, I think, because it's only fair, I think. And it's Scuba on the back of Samster now. He is catching up to Samster now. 8/10 of a second. It's going to be, I think it's going to be very feisty towards the end between these two. I swear to God, I hope we get a last lap battle between both of them, I think. Hopefully we can. It will be good if we do, but if we don't, it won't be the end of the world. But for a viewer's perspective, it would be nice to get this cheeky battle. As we've got 10 laps to go then. Well, 9 laps to go. Oh, this really good race. It's starting to get a little bit darker. Well, the sun is coming down in France then. So it is, the temperatures are starting to get a little bit cooler in France. It's been a bit hot in France recently, but now it's starting to get a bit cooler. So, meanwhile, up the back, Matt Tibos is starting to catch up to Alfie behind as well. Could he still be up for the points? I will check penalties. I will check penalties in a second as well. Just to see how that affects anything. As let's see what Matt Tibos can do from 13th. Oh, and let's see, Matt Tibos goes around the inside, and Alfie really tries to defend for his life. He's doing very well. Matt Tibos is going to have another look then. Surely he can't do it through turn 3. But Alfie covers off again. Quite perfectly. He knew where Matt Tibos was going to go. Unfortunately, whilst that battle was happening, we've lost Alfie, or how we say his name, from the session. As Corey, oh no, Corey's disconnected. Oh no, we don't want that to happen. But anyway, here comes Matt Tibos then. Goes round the inside of Alfie. Can he make it work? Alfie's trying to defend from the outside. Oh no, Matt corner cutted. Matt has got a 3-second time penalty. Will that cost him towards the end of the Grand Prix? Because I think he hasn't got any other penalties. Alfie's going to try again into turn 11. Oh my God, they're fighting for this place here. This is crazy. As Alfie then, still going side by side. This is mental. I've never seen that many people in a race try to go for a move in turn 12. For me, when I try to do a move in turn 12, it's literally impossible. Luckily, luckily Corey has just joined. And Womack and Miku then the last people to pit. They're going on for the soft compounded tyres. That pushes Womack down the field, and so is Miku as well. But will they still get points? We'll have to wait and see. But meanwhile, Matt Tibos on Alfie again. Matt Tibos gets a better exit into turn 1. And he gets the position. But what about Alfie? Is he going to go for the comeback? Surely not. Surely not. Tries. He almost goes for the outside there. The outside line there. But couldn't quite do it. Goes through turn 6 and then approaching turn 7. Matt Tibos trying to break the slipstream. He doesn't want Alfie past at all, to be honest. And meanwhile, I'm going to just keep an eye on Samster and Scuba. As Samster and Scuba are having a little bit of a ding-dong battle as well. This could be feisty. So it's Alfie versus Matt Tibos and Samster versus Scuba. I'm glad I've joined this race because this race has been absolutely mental. It's been hard to keep out at times, but Alfie has got a lot more things to worry about as Alfie is running out of ERS. What is Matt Tibos doing with ERS? On 16, so he's got more ERS, but not as much. Actually, no, they're on similar amounts of ERS, I think. So, yeah. This could be feisty. Let's go back to the battle for the lead then. Let's see what Scuba can do in the next remaining corners. This is the battle for the win. This is crucial for Scuba. And let me just check the standings, actually. Look at the standings for ILR2. To see if any of those guys have got any wins so far this season. I know Scuba has, I think, but I can't remember. But most of the races in ILR2 this season have been when I've been at rehearsals, so I've missed most of them. Or I filled in for ILR3. So I missed quite a few ILR2 races this season for that very reason. But Scuba is losing a bit of time on his previous best. So let me just look at... I think Alfie's dropped a bit on Matt Tibos there. So I think Matt Tibos really starting to pick up the pace on those medium tyres then. So let me go on Race Director and look at lap times. I'll look at penalties whilst I'm at it as well. Oh, Sam's has got quite a few penalties. He's got 2. But his last lap was on 1:34.9. How about Scuba? Scuba, wow, Scuba's penalty free. 1:34.9 for him as well. So they're pretty much even on lap pace then. So if it stays as it is, Scuba will win. So maybe that's why Scuba is not going to go too aggressive, knowing that Sam's has got a time penalty and Scuba hasn't. But you never know. Scuba hasn't got any warnings either, which is absolutely insane. And according to S8 Racer, Alfie and Matt have had a bit of history with racing each other. I didn't know that actually, but now I know because I'm surprised they kept it clean, to be honest. Now Scuba has won twice. He's won in Bahrain and Spain. Oh my god, that rhymes. And Samster, has Samster won any races? No, he hasn't. I wonder where that's going to put him due to all those penalties then. I wonder. Let's just, well, it's all a bit quiet at the moment. Let's go to Dropger's penalties. He's got 1 warning, so, and how far back is he? Samster's on 2 penalties, so Dropg is going to be second, which will be a very good result for him on his ILR2 debut. So that'll be impressive actually for him to be in P2. I'm surprised these mediums are lasting long, but the way Womair and Mika were able to keep those mediums on alive, that's good. And Womair up into 8th place now, so Womair doing a very good job. Not going to say too much because you know my history with Womair and jinxing. It is not very nice, and he won't let me live that down. Meanwhile, Zach and Bass having a battle for P6. Zach's managing to hold on just for now in turn 2. Can he hold on turn 3? Yes, he can. Then to turn 4. It is quite hard to hold on, to be honest, and he is holding on for dear life, I must say. We've got a few comments for driver of the day, and Colours the Gods thinks that Scuba should get it. To be honest, I will have to agree with you. He keeps it clean so far. He hasn't had any penalties. He hasn't had any warnings. So at the moment, I will have to give driver of the day to Scuba at the moment because he's been sensational all race. I think Bass and Zach have got a similar amount of penalties. So this can come into fruition here. What is Bass going to try here? Zach really wanted to cut the door off here. Yellow flag in sector 2. What is that? Have we got a spinner? I don't know who that spinner is, to be honest. That's probably, I don't know, that's probably someone having a little bit of an off, but I haven't seen anyone go off. So, and we've got Zenki and Super Guy now also having a bit of a scrap for 4th place. I know both of these guys have penalties, but again, I don't know how many penalties they have, so it is a little bit impossible to tell here. So what can Zenki do on the last few laps then? Oh no! What's happened to Alfie? Alfie's out. Let's go on board with Calzo. I think it's on probably turn 1 maybe. We got a yellow flag. It's not telling me where he's retired. Okay. Probably pit lane. But look at this, jumped at the right time actually. Calzo and Nick are going at it. Here comes Calzo. Around the out inside. There we go. Calzo up into 13th. So Calzo doing a very good job to defend from Nick. These two were up at the top lot in qualifying, but then they got involved in some incidents at the start of the race, but they are still racing, and as long as you have fun from doing racing, then that is good. Nick is going to have another go past Calzo then, outside into turn 8. And he gets the better exit there, and he does that very well in fact. So here he goes up into P13. I think Zamster is doing his best to hold on to the win on track at the moment. And Nick's got a time penalty. Oh, it's gonna... Let me just check how many penalties Zamster has again. Wait, I've checked the wrong person. Zamster. Yeah, 2 penalties, I thought so. How about Dropja? Again. Just 1 warning. Okay. So, I think Zamster really needs to pull away because otherwise Dropja is going to find a little bit more time and he is definitely going to get that podium. But look at this Scuba. Is he going to try and have a look now into turn 8? He goes round the inside. He definitely gets the better exit there. Scuba's in the lead, but how long? Scuba's going to go around the outside of actually, no, it's the inside. Excuse my French. As, well, it's not French, but there you go. As Scuba trying to get the better exit on the outside, and he does it. Great pass from Scuba there. Scuba takes the lead on track with the final 2 laps remaining of this race. Meanwhile, in a similar corner, Zenki has just got past Dropja. Dropja, what has happened to him? What has happened to Dropja? He has lost not 1, but 2 positions. I think he could lose out for a podium here, which can be very costly for Dropja. Oh my god, the amount of times I said his name wrong on the stream, it's ridiculous. Again. I do apologise. We have got 5 tenths behind. I think this Dropja is 5 tenths behind now, so he's really got to try his best to make a bit of a comeback. I don't think he has any penalties, so he'll probably be ahead of these guys anyway. But he's got a bit of a mountain to climb, I must say. 5 tenths now, as Zach, I think, is trying to find some time behind as well. My oh my, this has been a good race. And I'm doing another stream for another league in about 45 minutes. How am I going to have a voice for that? This has been crazy. Sensational stuff from all these drivers. As Matt Tibos goes past, I think, AJ, AJ is reserved for ILR2 now. And AJ is going to potentially get his first point of the season. Unless he's got penalties, however. Here comes AJ then. AJ goes round the outside. He's having his moment of glory on the stream. And he's having a very good one, in fact. He gets past Matt Tibos really cleanly from him, in fact. AJ up into 9th, but Matt Tibos is going to have another go around the outside. And he does it. Great move from turn 12. Oh, that was close from AJ there. And already Scuba is pulling away from Samster like a puppy. As I think the win is going to go to Scuba, I think, unless anything changes. But meanwhile, Zenki still on the back of Super Guy NL. I'm not going to check for penalties. I'm not going to check for penalties anymore. It's going to surprise me. Surprise me, guys. As I think Zach is going to do all he can now to defend off these lot as well. And the fact that those two were fighting for the lead and now they're battling for 5th and 6th place is sensational. As Zenki and Super Guy now. Zenki, good defensive. He almost lost P3 there. Potential for a podium. Well, I think, who has more penalties, Zenki or Super Guy now? But I don't know. Super Guy now doing very well, but meanwhile, The driver of the day has got to go to this man, Scuba. He's going to add another win to this list. This will be his third win. He has driven a masterclass today. No warnings, no penalties. How did he do that in France? I don't know. But he's definitely one of the favourites for this championship. He's going to close the gap to Zach Shawley. Scuba's going to come across the line. He wins the French Grand Prix in quite considerable fashion by 8 seconds. Think he's going to get P3? No, he's not. He's got more penalties than Samson. He drops down to P4. Drop G does get that podium. Super Guy now gets a podium. I did tell you that penalties does change things, and it does quite convincingly. So, Super Guy now, great result from him. P2, his best result of the season. Drop G, a podium on his ILR2 debut. What a result. Great job. Samster, a good result from him. His best result of the season, P4. But if he didn't have much penalties, he could have been challenged for the win. Zenki, P5. Womer, a decent points finish for him, P6. I'm glad I haven't jinxed him for once. As Zach, P7. Gamer Paco, P8. Matt Tibos, 9th. Baz in P10. And Miku was on course for his first point of the season, and so was AJ. But unfortunately, they had more penalties, and that cost him a little bit there. Let's see who has got fastest lap. Fastest lap at the moment goes to Corey, but he's outside the top 10, so none of the guys will get extra points. So, we are going to get the podium, and well done to Scuba. I mean, faultless drive. Amazing. It's been a pleasure. I've had a lot of fun. These ILR2 drivers definitely put on a show. This is the only time I'll be able to fill in for Sunday now, because I think the rest of the times I'll be at rehearsals again. This is the only Sunday I'm not called for rehearsals. I've been asked to fill in. I think I'm glad I don't have rehearsals tonight, to be honest, because otherwise they would have had trouble finding a commentator. But luckily, I was able to do this. I've had a busy week of commentary, and I've still got one more to go, so, oh my word. So, here are your results then from the Grand Prix. Scuba, no penalties. Super Guy now, no penalties. Drop G, no penalties. They make up your top 3. Samster P4, Zenki P5, Womer P6, Zach P7, Gamer Paco P8, Matt Tibos P9, Bass P10, Miku P11, AJ P12, Nick P13, Calzo P14, and Corey P15. And your non-finishers are Alfie, Afri, Ollie, Dartbolt, and Praga. That has been ILR2 for this week on PS4. Hopefully Jack, also known as Sue Cooler, will be back next week. And thank you to Mr. Jack Goodin himself for letting me fill in tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure. It's been really fun, actually. I've quite much enjoyed myself there. But if you want some more ILR2 PS4 action, there will be at Austria next week. And guys, I'm going to miss that. Austria always brings some good action. But if you want to see me commentating again, I will be commentating. I'll be commentating ILR5 on Thursday night at 8 PM if you want to hear more of me. But more ILR... Actually, no, wait, no. Scrap that. I'm doing PC as well. I've been asked to do PC as well, ILR PC. I'm going to be a busy girl. So I'm joining Ruben in the commentary box on Tuesday. So catch me then for Austria. Exciting. Right, that's been it then. Join us, join ILR2 at the same time next week at 7 o'clock for the Austrian Grand Prix. I've been JustGames95. Thank you guys for having me, and we'll see you soon. Good night.